All right. Happy Friday, everybody. Big waves to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, in the chats, in the comments, like we always do, let us know where you're tuning in from, especially Jane and Rick Briefs, because they're the world travelers. So we got to always keep up with them, see where they're coming in. We know it's cold wherever they're at. Yeah, I think he said it was 12 degrees there. So, but good to see everybody. Ending a good week. I missed you yesterday, but I did watch the recording. Great message, Andrea, you and Myra. And we're going to finish the day this week with the word steadfast. Steadfast. I actually picked this word going into this week to finish the week off, steadfast. And here's a funny for you. So I prepared on time last night. Like I had it all down. I wrote it all out. Like you can see it. I make notes and I had it all down. And when you feel like you're prepared, have you ever had like things kind of pop up? Well, Coach Myra sends me her message. And guess what? Her message and my message was about as identical as you possibly could ask for. I mean, I'm talking about it. It's happened 2 other times since we started this in 2020. So in March of 2020. So so we're going to move with it, and I'm going to give Coach her area where I don't run over her topics that she's going to cover. So the word steadfast, firming, and unwavering. I want you to think about this, okay? And I did this up because it's the coach's corner, right? And I thought about being a player. So I want you to take your minds in any sport you want to, but go to being a player, okay? Take your mind there. Go back there. Think about that. If you weren't a player, act like you were, okay? For this morning. Despite the new coach, the new school, and the new environment, Schaefer remained steadfast in his approach to play the great game of football. So Schaefer is the player, and Schaefer has got a new coach. He's at a new school. How many of you have been to a new school in your life when you were growing up? How awkward is that? A brand new environment. Like you don't know anybody. You're out of your zone. You're out of your norm. Like it's crazy. But Schaefer remains steadfast in his quest to be the best and play the great game of football. So why do I say that this morning? My question to you, as well as it is to me, is can people say that about me? Can they say that about you? Are you steadfast right now in your quest for whatever it is that you're after? Or would they find out that we're posers and we just say we're steadfast? I don't know. That's something for all of us to internally think about. But I'll tell you this, when change occurs in your life, do you remain steadfast? Change. I think about Lance McAllister. Change happened. This guy prepared and prepared and prepared and prepared. And you know what? Outside of his control, change happened in the weather and a lot of things. And it shocked it. Like it changed some situations for him. But I see him remaining steadfast. That's the way I see it from the outside looking in. You know, I look at Billy Grady, he's running a marathon. He's running the second marathon. But he's had challenges. I just saw on social media where he had some swelled up knees or something going on with his knee. At least it looked like it. And but he's remained steadfast in his approach to pursue his passion. And he's approaching his second one. So I don't know what it is for you, right? Maybe it's your profession, maybe it's a hobby, maybe it's relationship. I don't know what it is, but are you being steadfast right now? And would people say that you're that? That is the person I want to be. I truly want to be that person. A steadfast heart does not stray from the path. A steadfast heart does not stray from the path. So me and Myra both did a little research. We came out with the same topic, same things. So I had to change it up. I told Coach, I said, you do it. I'll change mine up a little bit. So that's why I did what I did this morning. But we did some research and we found there's certain characteristics that people who are steadfast have. And I know that's what Coach is going to share with you this morning. So I'm going to turn it over. Coach, it's all yours.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Great to see y'all. There's so many people that are steadfast, and the examples that Brent gave us this morning with Lance and Billy, unbelievable guys who have battled and kept steadfast. But I also want to say, and I'm not getting paid an extra penny for this, but I don't know a more steadfast human being than Coach Brent Palmer. So I've known him a long time and feel very blessed to be around him. So he didn't ask me to do all that, but I thought the word, when he starts talking about all that, I'm like, God dang, well, he's talking about himself. So anyway, just have a question for you. Do you think you're a steadfast person? To be steadfast, you're faithful, you're loyal, you're constant and firm in adherence to whatever you owe your allegiance to. That's kind of it in a nutshell. Where is your allegiance? What is your passion? Are you willing to do whatever it takes to reach that? Here's some characteristics of a steadfast person. Let me just say, and this is what was so powerful to me, is sometimes we get in a rut and we think we can't become a steadfast person, or we can't be whatever it is. But the thing I'll tell you about this is all of these characteristics are learned behaviors. So don't panic if you currently don't have any of these, because you can learn them. But there's no doubt in my mind that most of you are going to have every single one of them, or at least 3 or 4 of them. So a steadfast person has a peace of mind. People who are steadfast tend to live out loud. Now, meaning that they have nothing to hide. They, by no means does this mean they're perfect or that they haven't made mistakes. It just means that they are willing to share their experiences to help others learn from mistakes they have made. How many times have you made big mistakes, but then you went ahead and had the opportunity to share that mistake with someone because they're going through what you went through as that mistake happened, but you persevered and you were steadfast? Every single one of you have done that, I'm sure. A steadfast person is unwavering in integrity. They display consistent behavior. They have unwavering integrity. They're honest and are trustworthy. They can be counted upon to do whatever they say they're going to do. They show up. Their yes means yes, and their no means no. Now, here's an area I think we're probably all guilty of. Some of us our yes is yes, but we have a hard time with our no being no. And it's okay sometimes to say no. Again, great quality of a steadfast person. A steadfast person is very confident. A steadfast person doesn't come from what type of clothes they wear. They don't get their confidence from the clothes they wear, the house they live in, or anything splashy on the outside appearance. They have an internal self-assurance of knowing that they were created with a purpose in mind. They know that they are loved by our Heavenly Father, no matter what trials they face, or no matter how people treat them. They're forward thinking and they have a servant's heart. I love that. Forward thinking and have a servant's heart. Also, a steadfast person is willing to speak up. They stand up and speak up with passion and conviction, even when their opinion may not win the popular vote. At the same time, they also know when not to speak up. You got to be able to do that. Steadfast person is very determined. They persevere in trials and are focused. They may fall, but they get right back up. They realize that a mistake is disappointment, but not disaster. Disappointment, but not disaster. They lead with heart, grit, and understand that they were born for success in whatever they choose to do. They also, a steadfast person is a collaborative person. They prefer to work with other people than with themselves, than just by themselves. And that's the one thing that always stands out with me in the people that I consider steadfast is all of these qualities are great, but that steadfast person or steadfast leader that understands that being collaborative with others and having great people around them to give input, that's one of the most powerful things, because it all goes back to relationships. Because what we're building when we're collaborative is more relationships and respect within our circle. So great word, Coach Palmer, Andrea, whoever sent that out. So I think Coach said he picked that himself. So outstanding. Everybody have a great weekend. I'm excited today. I got my Rebel Red on. We're wrestling for a state dual championship today. We got basketball. We got, oh my God, we got bowling. So go Rebels, go Coach's Corner. Love you guys. Have a great weekend.
Coach, thank you so much for the message. I loved it so much. I did it myself.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. Well, thank you always. And guys, have a great weekend. Love you. We're grateful for you. And we'll see you back on Monday.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, coaches.
Thank you.
You guys.